everyone, good Saturday morning. Clear and calm right now. That is the weather story. 69 degrees and a beautiful view from our Lex Cam overlooking downtown. This is one of my favorite camera views to see, is early in the morning or late at night when it's just nice and calm overlooking downtown. So I had to share that with you. If you're heading to the beach cleanup at Padre Bayou Park, it kicks off at 8:30 this morning. Lots of sunshine, not only this morning, but well into the afternoon. So the UV index is going to be very high. Make sure you're layering on that sunscreen if you are heading out to the cleanup, or if you're just heading out to the beach. It's going to be quite sunny all day long. Winds are going to be pretty calm, around 5 miles per hour, but they will be variable in direction, kind of flipping back and forth all day. Temperatures by noon around 85 at the coast. We will see a higher rip current risk here for the next day or two. That is still because of the increased wave periods, this seconds number here. That is due to the remnants of Helene. Whenever it was in the Gulf of Mexico, it sent these longer wave periods across to us. So basically that's the time it takes for a wave to go in and back out. And those can increase the rip current even when our wave heights aren't all that big. You can see almost flat waves, and we still have that increased rip current risk. Also, we do have a coastal flood advisory here until about 7 o'clock, so for the next half hour or so. But beach cams that I looked at this morning, you're not really seeing water up to the dunes like we were over the past couple of days. So that's all good news. Here is the remnants of Helene right now over parts of the mid-south and midwest. You can see lots of rain over the Cincinnati area. I'd kind of like to be there. It's rainy and 60 degrees, but some places are unfortunately still dealing with a lot of flooding, specifically in the Carolinas and eastern Tennessee. So the remnants of Helene are going to continue to stay over here, working pretty slowly across parts of the eastern United States. Behind it, we're seeing a lot of dry air, not only in the upper levels of the atmosphere, but here at the surface too. That's why it's felt so nice over the past couple of days. However, that being said, dry air can heat up a lot quicker than humid air. So even though we have been drier and not quite as humid, our afternoon temperatures have still been in the 90s. They're going to stay in the mid-90s for the first half of this coming week. So dry air behind the remnants of Helene, as well as on the front side of this high pressure. So peeling back the future cast, looking at our moisture here, you can see that dry air continuing to sit over the entirety of the Lone Star State. And then heading into later this coming week, tropical moisture moving in from the Gulf of Mexico. So where is this coming from? It's an area of interest in the Caribbean. So we'll talk about that in just a second. Overall, the tropics are pretty active. You would think this is the peak of hurricane season, but that happened about 2 weeks ago on September 10th. We have two active storms right now, Tropical Storm Joyce and Hurricane Isaac. That's a Category 2. Neither of these are expected to really impact anyone at this time. An area of interest trailing Joyce has a medium chance of development, and so does this one that we are watching closely. It has a 40% chance of development over the next 7 days, and it's a very big area of interest because there's still not a lot of certainty with it just yet. Where is it going to form? What's the steering pattern going to look like? So here's the range of outcomes. We could see pretty much the entire Gulf of Mexico is open. If this system were to go to our south, we'd be seeing a lot more of that moisture and higher rain chances here in the coastal bend. However, if it would follow a track more like Helene did, or even Debbie earlier this year, we see the drier air coming into the coastal bend, and that would more so continue the really nice weather that we have been having. In case in point, today, 95, sunny and low humidity with winds. Again, that wind is going to be variable. It's going to be flipping around through the day, 5 miles per hour, and then heading into tonight, even calmer than that with the winds, still pretty variable, but overall really nice weather, clear, calm, and quiet for the next several evenings. It's a pretty repetitive weather